Project was completed. I went over the big 4 wins from from last year, so that way I can see what I did good at, what I didn't, what I would do again, what I wouldn't do again. Finish that video. Because along with that, the good news, today I had a big win with Run. Yes, about that one. So we're gonna go over Run first, then the sequential wins from last year, and at the end, a message about the video for next, not gonna say next year, next week. So off with the first win, the most recent one, the one I got today. So this is the monthly view. You see we're near an all-time low. Let's get down to the weekly. See we're still around that low. And I saw that I had a pattern here of down, up, almost there again, down, up. And then when it came down to this all-time low, I knew it had to go up eventually. But what I was waiting for was a confirmation. So around this point, because after it broke down, it had that big woof, big dip there. So a lot of people holding back. So as you see coming back, it kept trying to get there, didn't get there, didn't get there, didn't. It kept hitting its head on that ceiling. So if it goes above, it means buy. So zoom into the daily. If it close above, on this day here, buy. Shows up, comes back down. I feel a little around there, but jumped up today, boom, sold. So that's good principal trading. I saw my entry point. Here, saw the ceiling was banging against and near the all-time low. Watch it come up, make sure you get a close above to confirm, set my sell order here to invalidate, and then here to actually sell, and boom, you gotta sell. If it continues to go up, come back down, does not matter. The win is a win. Of course, one of the wins we gotta talk about here is Visco. So last year, so I cut the time back. So ignore all of this. I don't know how to change that at this point. So pushing forward. So at the week basis, you see Visco's doing this, up, down. See it's on this downtrend. And I mark this out. So that's the week low, boom. So eventually it will return there, we can go back. But at this point, I'm probably around here, so April. So it's already hit that low and touched. So now I'm trying to catch the next one. Because let's go down to the daily. And I see this huge gap up here. Knowing that the gap is going to be filled. And they're drawing out lines from here, high, there, low. So I still want to buy in because I see it going. This gap is going to be filled. It already got filled a little bit there. So let's use this tool here, replay tool, to start. Here we go. And get here. And this is the 9th. I did not buy it this day. It's the 9th. I set here. I set around there to buy. This hasn't went yet. So I was like, all right, cool, if buy here. You can hit up there, and it's safe because you need to close above this point. That's what I need. Next day comes. And we see this big candle there, big jump. So it got past my point. So then I had to recalibrate and say, all right, well, what's going on? Also noting the gap here. It's like, all right, the bench is going to go there, but didn't pay much mind to it. So either way, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go in. I said I'll get there, got on the 10th. So got on the 10th, and then I had to recalibrate my expectation, knowing that it would go all the way here, but not expecting it to because of this low here, knowing that this would be another ceiling. So I bought in around 10, around there. It was going there, so I undershot it and sold here. So boom, boom. Simple, the gap play. That's the win from this one. It's Roy. So I already did the time regression and drew out the box for it. So let's get in the mindset back in July last year. So monthly view, you see the low here, all the way up, boom, high there, boxed out. Not with the wicks in there at this point, but boxed out. Then we zoom down. So I'm looking at that, I'm like, all right, cool. See high there, low there. Getting near the bottom, cool. Let's go down to the weekly. And getting around this point, that's where I want to be. The box is there, nice and smooth. If I didn't down tick there and get it right in, would have been nice. So aimed higher up. Let's go down to the daily. if the tool wants to work. Yes, sorry about that. So down to the daily, I bought it here around the end of the day. So bought there, seeing that it's gonna shoot up there. Didn't aim for all the way there, but that was through the pious. But coming down, aim for about here. I'm not too sure about my target at this point, but likely it's gonna show why. So let's go ahead and progress time and we'll see what happened. So go. You would think the next day, oh, you sold. I did not. Because, as by this lower one as well, I didn't set my orders at this point. I didn't know how to set OCO orders, so I didn't know how to close out of it when I was at work. So, work went past, missed it. Missed it, kept missing it, and kept missing it. See, this is what happens when you don't set orders, so I'm showing wins, but this is definitely a failure on my part. So I should have checked out here, boom. And then if it ever got to this point, I should have clocked out immediately. See, 1.22 ratio, risk reward, not even worth being in this trade. It should have been at least 2x, so at least around here, I should have been out of it. I digress, continue forward. So days go by, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching it, so it's gonna happen. And then eventually when it gets there, it gets around that high, see? That's where I say, you know what, let's close out of here. Especially if this red, well, this jumped in this red, I was a little confused. But boom, caught out the next day and got out in the morning. It's probably, yeah, nice and early in the morning. What's the date? September? Yeah, I was going to flip with that month. On the block, that's GMA. So, we're looking at the monthly view here. You see the super highs, super lows, bounce, always goes back. You see the all-time low there, the lowest low being around there. So there's zero in, get the Malcolm's mindset. So we got that lowest low there, we know that. Got the monthly low there, marking that off. So knowing that, okay, likely it's gonna bounce on its monthly low. So you need to have confirmations, etc., etc. So seeing that, I come down here and say, all right, so it's getting down here, got into its box, didn't break out of it. So that means it likely soaked up the liquidity there. It's ready to boom, back to the other side. But of course, betting on that huge of a jump, not doing that. Let's go down to the weekly. But what I can do is wait for a close above here to at least get under here. Because this is the high there, so boom, right there. Around right there, see? Where it's gonna stop. You line that up there. Look there, right there. So, but all I need for this is a confirmation getting out of this box. Because if it tries to and doesn't, I thought at that time, because I can't say I knew, it would eat shit. Let's get down to the daily. See the gap here? If you know me or been here long enough, I love gap plays. So I see this one here, breaking out the gap, just looking at that. Boom, I can delete this now actually. And this gap right there. So coming down, boom, popped up, down, popped up, but it didn't break out yet. Remember the bouncer ball mean move. 1, 2, 3, then it bounces through. Same thing at the top. Typically it'll hit like 1, 2, 3, and then it's either gonna pop out or eat shit. So with this one, so the 1, 2, and I was like, oh, give me a 3. I can at least get up to here. Not to here, just up to here. Quick move up, boom. That'll be fine. So on this day, I said I need to close above here. It keeps wicking above, but doesn't get there. So we go a few days and boom. You see it play out there. A close above. So thank God I can finally buy it. Boom. Bought it. It wicked up to the point that I thought it would. It's up. But likely I didn't have my sell order because I actually sold on this day. So it wicked up and I was like, oh cool, it's gonna do better. But then that morning seeing it ticking down, thinking, you know what? That's probably not. And just boom, sold it. Ready to lock in those gains. Got that, and I'm glad I did. Because as it plays out, you see one sideways, and then back down, back up. But either way, for a few days, it's a good play. I think this one I want to give credit to the monthly order block, having it there, then also marking on the weekly, and then coming down to the daily and seeing where I want to buy. This close above a certain point has helped me. It's hurt me on some too when I broke past it. That's more so I need to get a better understanding. In this case, last and least, the win from shop last year. So, on the view, big drop down, raising up, reasonable cutback, up, so we're expecting another reasonable cutback before it rides back up. Coming into the weekly, let's adjust the monthly. You see the monthly low there. You see the head here, and thinking that it's going to do similar, where just goes down, up, bounces off the head. So this ceiling becomes a floor. I'm seeing this ceiling as a floor. So it's inside this liquidity zone is good. If it breaks out of it, then to the downside. So let's go down here to the weekly. All of what I said is still valid. See where it's cutting off around there. So this should be a good head for it to stabilize there. But if not, it'll drop lower. Seeing that there, then come down to the daily. And we see where it came down. I would not make this same play now, looking at it, but I did then. Oh, look at that. So, bought on that date, so we're going to fast forward, see what happens. Boom. It's low there. I didn't know it was going to be a low, but down there. Red candle, but up above it, so I'm saying, alright, it's going to go there. Probably should have said there, more likely. Let's see, go there. So give it a few days later. Boom. And we'll see it plays out there. Likely, I can't see the exact number on my Charles Schwab, but likely I sold here. That's more likely than saying I uptick this. No. So yeah, down, boom, popped up. That confirmation up has really been helping me. Glad I did this, helped myself learn. And that's it. So those are a few of the big wins that I got last year. And this year looking to get some more consistent wins and get into futures possibly. Last sign off, hopefully if this week goes well, next week I will have a surprise guest. Knock on wood, we'll see how that goes. I have a very feline character, so we'll see.